Tobela, Ewela, Makosi, Kanyang, and Esmukanya. Anyway, I've been going up and down, right? It was too sunny to move from where I was and then come back here, and then I had to move back and then come back here. So thank you for waiting around for me to come here and waiting around on this session, because it's not easy waiting around for someone, right? Especially when they say they're going to be here at a particular time. Anyway, we are here, and we thank our ancestor spirits and guides for allowing us to meet again, right? To be here so we can help each other. So as it is Tuesday live session, I'll be guided by you guys with your questions or whatever you want to share, and we'll talk about it. So in the meantime, you guys can enjoy the view while I'm waiting around to hear if there's anything. And Sepi, thank you for waiting around, and we'll wait around until someone, you see the sun keeps on coming on and off, so that's what is happening here. So we'll wait here. And thank you for being here. It is Tuesday live session. Nothing planned here on my side, meaning that I'm here as like it is like a one-stop shop kind of thing. If you have any question related to your journey, ancestors, spirits and guides, Mandawe spirits, Abalozi, and Nzunza, Amanono, and what else? Yes, things like that, things to do with this spiritual path. And let me just use my phone so I can see properly. Anyway, and Leti Togoza Leti. Yes, oh gosh, the sun is coming, so I'm facing it, right? Because I want you to have a view, guys. So you don't always look at me, right? So you can look on that side, so you can get, it's for mental well-being, right? So anyway, yes, like I was saying, any question related to Mandawe spirits, any water spirits, the different way they come to us, remember that on this live session is always good to talk about things that we're experiencing, things that we need help with, or things that we just want to talk about related to us, not other people, or what other people are experiencing out there, but us, because remember that I'm still on the training as well, so I do not know everything. I know all the things that I've been taught. I know all the things that I'm working with, and when I'm saying all things, I mean I can only talk about what my ancestor spirits and guides have made me understand, and I can talk about things that I've experienced, and things that I've learned as I'm helping others. So that is what this live session is about, talking to each other about things like that, spiritual things. So feel free, as a spiritual person, feel free to talk about spiritual things that you're worrying about, or as well I can talk about dreams. But remember, with dreams you need to ask your ancestor spirits and guides for permission before you share your dreams with someone, especially as someone like me as a healer, because with ancestor spirits and guides, every practice place, apart from the commonalities, our ancestors, they talk about, they sit around and they decide that this is how we're going to show our child these things, and we want our child to understand it like this, like that. So the reason why you always have to go back to go to your ancestors to ask permission, even just talking to me, just in general like this, is that I don't say something that you're not ready to hear. Your people are yet to teach you about, you understand? So sometimes we are better to go and learn about organically instead of hearing from someone else if we haven't yet learned about organically. It's always the best way, especially when we're working with ancestor spirits and guides. Remember, it's the same as with school, which I'm currently at the moment. I'm in primary school in year 5. Yes, class C. I'm learning English, maths, and geography. That is where my ancestors they're teaching me. Remember, that is not like yes, you literally will think you're going to be like doing 2 plus 2, right? It's related to the spirits that is coming in. So because you don't understand it that much, so it means that you're gonna be, and they're gonna be teaching you. When they say to me English, you're learning English, means you're gonna be going through the language to understand this kind of new spirit that you're gonna be that they introduce to you. So maths as well, you'll understand what we do with maths, right? For you to understand a lot of things, right? And geography as well, meaning that you have to understand with this kind of spirits, things like that. You cannot get lost alone, right? Things like that. Anyway, I'm in primary school, means that with this spirit, I have to go back to the basic to understand it. So that is what it is at this particular time in my journey. And as you know, I do tend to speak. Oh gosh, I didn't actually invite my people, have I? I just started this session just like that, and I just greeted you. I haven't even asked my people to be with me and make me khanya. Oh my gosh, this can happen, guys. But always remember, as a spiritual person, you always have to invite your people to be with you, just in case, right? There are some things. Lindy, we talk Togoza. Oh gosh, I'm sitting in a place where I'm gonna be beaten a lot because of the water, because it's the still water. So when I'm saying still water, it's not moving, right? It's like a lake kind of thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna be beaten by those flying insects, and yes, you'll see me swatting like this. So that is just that. So remember, that is what we are here for, to talk about spiritual things. In the meantime, while I'm waiting to hear from you, enjoy the view. Just like me, enjoy it. And I'll enjoy watching it there, just like as you are doing it. But I wanted to sit by the water because I want to be representing the water spirits, the Nzunza, the Mandawe, and the Abalozi. So unfortunately, due to the light, you wouldn't be able to see me. I'll be too dark on the camera like I am at the moment, and then you can only see the background. So anyway, that's just that. So what is happening with you on your spiritual path, guys? How are things going on with you? And what else has been happening to you? Okay. Okay, let me not talk about myself. This live session is about helping those who need help. So I'll talk about myself as time goes on. So yes, that's what we are here for. Tuesday live session where we help spiritually those who are in need of our assistance, and they can catch up with us. We can talk to them where information is freely given, and we can grow together and progress on this spiritual journey. All right, I might need to put this phone on charger. And Emakosini, Togoza, Tebuho. If they're showing you a waterfall, can I go alone or should I ask someone to help me? So what are they are showing you a waterfall in what way, Tebuho? Last month, what should I bring with me if I do? How are they showing you a waterfall, Tebu? Are they showing you meaning that you need to go there, or how is it coming to you that you need to go there? Because we can see waterfalls in our dream, but it doesn't mean that you need to go. But anyway, if you do want to go, if that's what it is for you, that you need to go there, you can ask someone to come with you. I think I've done a video about these kind of things, like if you're scared to go to rivers, you're scared to go to places like that on your own, and you're worried, how you should ask a family member or a friend to accompany you to those places. And remember, safety comes first. Whether ancestral spirits and guides want us to do something, safety comes first. It comes first. There are some places that you need to be very careful when you're going there. You're not gonna go to somewhere where you know. I think I've done many videos about this. That you won't be able to go, because waterfall, the way it runs, right, it's different. You don't know what is there, whether you're gonna go there and there's gonna be some. Anyway, that is the waterfall, the way I know it. So anyway, if you just want to go there and just be there around the waterfall, so that you can get that energy from the waterfall, not being splashed by the waterfall water, right? Just being there to get the energy from the waterfall. You just need to tell your ancestor spirits and guides the day before you go there. And if you're going with someone, a friend or a family member, you tell them that I'm gonna be going with this particular friend, or I'm gonna be going with this mentor, if it is a healer, or I'm gonna be going with this family member. Please help us, because we're going there as guided by you that I should go there. So, look into it for us. Look at the roads ahead. Is it safe for us to get there? Excuse me. And when you get there as well, you need to let them know that you're there. But if you're with someone, let's say a friend, or you're with someone, let's say a family member, remember, you're going there for spiritual things. You cannot go and be standing with someone who's been doing things that you don't even know what they've been doing, right? And you're there paddling, they're sitting next to you, and you want your ancestor spirits and guides, or whoever that is sending you to the waterfall, to actually cleanse you while you're there, right? You cannot be standing next to that person. You need to tell that person to wait there, at least where they can see you, and then you go to a private spot where you can deal with your spiritual matters, because a lot of people fail on that bit. You go with someone, and then you'll be there paddling, someone is there sitting next to you, and these people have got some energies that are not right. Remember, as people, we carry different kind of things. When I'm saying energies that are not right, you don't know, probably maybe the night before they've been doing things that are not right, as in maybe stealing. I'm just giving an example. Or they've been involved in things that are not spiritually right. So if they are taking you to the water, and then you're sitting there next to them, when you're paddling, come on now, ancestors, they're not going to be doing anything when you're surrounded by that. You need to have your private space where you'll be receiving the energy that you're supposed to receive while you're there near the waterfall. Remember to do that. Always do that. Yeah, just go there. Ask someone to accompany you. There are so many people that you can always get who are willing to help us with this kind of thing, especially in our spiritual path. You can find a family member who can do that. You can find a friend who can do that. But make sure that when you're paddling, they are not close to you. Because just make sure, because we don't know what people do in their private space. Sometimes people can, especially if ancestors haven't said, let this person help you, just make sure that you're doing things privately on your own. Okay, that is Letty. What does the dream, where was I? Imply? Which dream, Letty? I didn't get any dream. Which dream are you talking about? Okay, which dream are you talking about, Letty? Have I missed something? Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Lindy, when dreaming, driving a car, does the color matter and the size of a car? Riding a cable is part of a car dream. Okay. Remember, when it comes to cars, our ancestors, they use the way we think about things. Normally, when we're driving cars, we don't tend to see the kind of cars we're driving. Like, you don't see the outside car, you just know you're driving the car, and you know you're driving with this person and this person. That's how you see dreams when you're driving a car. But sometimes they'll make sure that you see even the car, because the model of the car, right? The model of the car, for you, you have a different perspective when you're looking at cars in that way. So the ancestors will use your perspective with regard to certain kind of cars to give you the message, right? For example, for me, when it comes to cars, the model, sometimes if my ancestors, they want to show me there are some cars I can drive, there are some cars I cannot drive, right? They will show me with the model of the car that physically when I see them, I even wonder, how would you drive that kind of a car? So even in the dream, they will show me, and they will be showing me as well, because of the way my perspective with regard to that car is that way. So they'll put it in that dream. So if I'm driving and I'm able to drive it, my ancestors are showing me that you can do anything, my child, even with that one that you're thinking like you cannot drive, you can do it. That is the model of the car. But if they're showing you the color of the car, it really will depend on what it is that they're showing you in there. Sometimes it really it doesn't mean anything. It's just the car that it will just, you'll be able to see it properly, because we love different kinds of cars and colors, right? In real life, you love this color, you love that color, you love this color. But if they're bringing it like this week you're driving a white car, next week you're driving a green car, a week after you're driving a red car, now you can tell that this is ancestors. They're using cars and the colors now, they are showing me something else. This will be when we go into the chakras as well, because you can see that this week they brought this car and this color, and I was driving it like this. So they're using the car, showing me about where I'm going in my spiritual path, but as well with the chakra that they're working on and how I'm doing with regard to that. So they'll show you that with that chakra, it is like this, the same way as this car, the way you're driving it and stuff like that. It will go like this. There'll be like this kind of movements going on, especially with regard to what they're working with you, right? With cars. But normally when I see cars in my dream, it really doesn't mean anything to me. I haven't seen a car that meant anything to me like that, in a way that I have to think of. It will be like they're making sure that I see that color and I'm looking at it as in, wow, I like that color and the car, the model of that car in that color. Because obviously the message as well in that dream will be simple. I will understand it, that my ancestors are using it in that way. Anyway, that is Lindy Way. I was answering Lindy Way there. Norma, Togoza Norma, riding a cable is part of a car dream. Riding a cable car, meaning, you mean like those cable cars? It is a means of transportation, if that's what you mean. Cable car, right? Is that what you mean, Lindy? It's transportation, right? A cable car will take you from one destination to another. But using a cable car as well, the way you think about a cable car, if that's what you mean, Lindy, a cable car, the way we think about them and how it takes us to that destination as well. You know, if you've seen cable cars in real life, you know how it is when it's moving from one place to another, and what kind of obstacles that can come when you're using a cable car, because obviously if there's electricity involved, then if anything goes on and it jams in the middle, how you're going to be thinking about it and stuff like that, it will show. Even when you're looking down, because you're on the cable, when you're looking, things like that. So they'll use a cable car showing you about the journey ahead, but as well they'll be showing you about how you're thinking about when you're in that cable car. Gosh, the sun is coming. I have to keep on moving, right? And I wanted to be on the hill, but it's like I'm going down the hill now, and this is not gonna be nice, is it? Because I wanted you to have the nice view there. Okay, so when I'm talking to you, you don't tend to look at me a lot, you look at the view. Anyway, yes, cable car. Okay. Then what were you doing in that cable car? Remember that it will depend. What were you doing in the cable car? Okay, you got it. Letty, when you dream giving birth, Kuku, and I saw everything like umbilical cord, uh, and the baby came out. It was very beautiful baby boy, and this baby was so yellowish in color and also very white. Now, giving birth, when you're getting something, they're introducing something into your spiritual journey, they'll show you giving birth. Sometimes giving birth as well will be like when you're gonna get new spirits, new gifts, something is new for you. So it is coming like they are revealing it like that. It is like you're giving birth to this new spiritual path, spiritual whatever that is coming to you. With mine is always different ancestors or different spirits coming into that form. You're giving birth to this one, but how you give birth to that one will show as well. When you're giving birth, there are things that can go wrong when you're giving birth. So they'll be showing you that these spirits came to you in this way, right? These spirits came to you in this way. Now, when it comes to give birth, I've only given birth that I could say that I will see. They were trying to show me something as well with the spirit that is coming in. Twice, right? Twice. Others I know that I've given birth because I can see there's a newborn baby, but they haven't shown me the process of me giving birth, right? Now, when you're giving birth, right, the way the child comes out and the way the child is received, you can see as a parent of a newborn baby. You can tell with the color of the skin of the baby. You can tell with the way the baby looks, the what they call it, the respiration. If everything is right with this new baby or this new gifts that is coming your way. So if everything came right as the new baby in your spiritual path came, everything was right, the way you know the baby to come out, they cry as well. It means that obviously that's what we expect. A baby comes out and then they start crying. You look at their skin looks right, doesn't look like unusual, right? If it is if you're black, you married to a black man, you know that the baby's supposed to come black. If you're a black woman, you're married to a white person, you know the baby's supposed to come as mixed. Now, if you're black, you're married to another person, you'll know even in that dream, the baby will come in this way. Now, when you know that is a different kind of spirits, right? They will show you with the color of the baby as well. That this baby that is coming to you, it is like from ancestors, it's like ancestors, or it is like spirit, right? You can tell that this is something that you're not used to. It's something that is unusual. Now, when it comes to colors, you can tell that this baby is healthy, this baby is not healthy, this baby, there's something not right. When it comes to breathing as well, you can tell that this baby is not right and stuff like that. How you deal with it, it will show you as well in your spiritual path that this kind of spirits that you're dealing with, if didn't come out all right, or things went wrong during the childbirth, you know that it's gonna be that one that you're gonna go through a lot of things with that spirit raising that gift, because that gift is not gonna be okay. Every child is normal. Now, some children, they are special in their own way, right? Some gifts are special in their own way, meaning that they're not gonna be like they're not gonna grow up like the babies who don't need extra help from us as mothers, because the way they were born and the way they look to us, as in what we understand babies supposed to be, it looked normal to us. But the way the baby came to us as parents, it looked special as well. So that means what you're going to be dealing with is something special, something different, right? So in your spiritual journey, let me give you an example, and I'm going to Leti, right? Is it Leti's dream, right? I'm going to Leti. I've given birth to a child who didn't come the way that children are supposed to come out, right? Meaning that gosh, it's too bright. I keep on changing. It's not gonna be the kind of view I like, is it? All right, there we are. Okay, I've given birth to a special baby, meaning that the spirit that is coming my way, it is special. And I can tell that it is a special gift because even when you see the baby, remember that the babies in our dream, they grow within a week or two, or sometimes even within days, right? Your ancestors will show you given birth to this spirit, or given birth to this new spiritual, whatever who's going to be coming, helping you in your path, right? But then after 4 days or 5 days, or a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, depending on how far your spirit is processing, right? Remember that some procession, you might not see them, but they're happening in the background, your spiritual path, right? Some ancestors, we need to be able to help them. We need to be able to train them. That is why you see that even as mothers in our dreams, we see that some ancestors, some babies that we give birth to, we take them to school because they'll be showing you that these people they need to be taken, they need to learn, right? As a mother, you're taking these children to school, they need to learn to be able to adapt to you as their mother and to whatever information that they're going to be bringing. So they have to go to school so that they can program nicely. The same way as we go to school ourselves in our spiritual path, we go to school so that we can be programmed nicely by our ancestors, spirits, and guides. Even them, sometimes some of them, they need to be taken to school so that they can be taught how they're supposed to be dealing with you as a human being, right? So when they're training you, they don't do things that are not right. So they have to be trained, they have to be taken to school so that they're shown, you deal like this because remember, this is a human being, you are just spiritual. You are just a spiritual person. So now, when you're training this person, you need to do this and do that. So they're taken to school, right? But anyway, going back to children, children being born with their special needs. So if you're giving birth to that particular child who's going to be needing different kinds of nurturing, because they are not what the ancestors tend to say is that this child is not going to be like others. I'm not saying this is what is happening with you, Leti, but you need to try and understand why will a child come with a yellow skin, as in yellow skin, in color, and also very white. Because this information can be found medically on Google, right? A child born in this way, it means this. Now, if what you saw was not right, so your ancestors, spirits, and guides are telling you that what you are now going to be raising is not the usual that you know and understand. This one is going to be different. Even the way you're going to be working with this person is going to be different. The way you're going to be nurturing this child is going to be different because children are not the same. Anyway, that is, I'm going back and forth. Lindy, where they were showing me estate houses, the view was beautiful. And what were you thinking about that? The views and stuff like that. You see the way I like the view, right? Like this, things like this and stuff like that. I like views, beautiful things, right? Sometimes when it comes to water spirits and when they're just testing you, they will show you depending on what kind of gifts they're giving you, right? They'll test you with these kind of things. They show you nice things. The way you'll be thinking in those dreams as well when you're looking at them, right? Because obviously it is related to what you're doing in real life and what you're thinking, right? So they have to bring it in the dream. It's like this. You are like this to us now at this particular moment. These things are attracting you. But remember, you're a spiritual person, but you need to explain your dream properly for me to be able to go into it. Tobela Motlasi. Yes, explain. Gosh. Imagine if I do that, and then it falls down, and things happen, and I'm not supposed to do those kind of things. So anyway, so with this with testing dreams, guys, testing, it means our spirits, and I think I talk about this in the past video when I was doing the live session. When you're dealing with spirits, especially when it comes to spirits that are nature orientated, meaning that you have to be a responsible person. You see the way I'm dressed, I'm carrying Nzunza's Mandawe spirits, that is like nature and stuff like that. Even today I was learning about ecology, right? Ecology and stuff like I was learning about snakes and how to deal with snakes and what happens when a snake is like this, like that, what I'm supposed to be thinking or what I'm supposed to be doing. But they were showing me my fears as well with related to snakes, but as well it was teaching. They were teaching me about those things because it's the spirits I'm carrying. It is like that. So they were showing me at the moment relating to what I'm doing with my things, right? I'm doing some things. So they will put those things, they'll put other things, fancy stuff things in the dream because they're showing me as well I still have weaknesses. Come on, I'm a human being. I want nice things as well. In reality, I cannot be in the dream all the time. But they're showing you that you're still lacking there. Anyway, they'll be showing me some nice things in the dream because of what I'm doing, what I'm currently doing, right? Showing me some nice things. I'm in these nice places in Kenya. They're showing me like I'm in this hotel. I'm looking at the way they build it, and I'm thinking about, remember that I am supposed to be representing, right? Showing me this hotel, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm looking at the building, I'm looking at the roofing, and I'm thinking with what I'm doing, right? Because remember, they are taking from real life issues, and now they're taking me into the dream stage to show me my lack as well, that I'm still lacking in that way. Because if I continue in the path that I'm continuing on, I might forget myself a little bit. So they have to keep on reminding me in the dream state. So they show me looking at that, getting excited, right? Then I remember, oh my gosh, I'm dealing with a different spirit, right? Obviously, if I start thinking like that, materialistically like that, how am I gonna be environmentally friendly with the things I'm watching there in the dream, and I'm getting excited with them? I'm supposed to be representing this spirit. This spirit is all about nature. We should be protecting nature. We should, you see, as this view looks like this, when they're showing me in the dream and I walk around places like this, I'm thinking, oh, I could build nice huts there. The dream, it will mean that I failed in that dream. Because the spirit is supposed to be, nature should be enjoyed as it is like now. We are enjoying nature like this. But if they show me getting excited and starting having plans on how I'm going to be, if I build huts there and start making them like chalets and hotels, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could even build the estate like Lindy was talking about. They go up there. People can live here and have that kind of view. It is a failing dream. I failed it already because we represent the spirits we're carrying. And even with the gifts, it will show you the kind of way you're supposed to be, the kind of thinking you're supposed to, the way you're supposed to be thinking, and the way you're supposed to be behaving when you see things that are not right. I cannot be walking in the dream and getting excited with things that I can see that if we build like this estate, people are just sitting in one place, like one on top of the other. Where are they walking around? Okay, it was connecting. So I went quiet, I think. Am I still? I'm still there, right? Okay. I was going to Lindy. So things like that. Remember, with your gifts, whatever that your spirits are giving you, they're gifting you with. It means that they themselves want something from you. There's nothing like it is given free, just like that. You're going to be just freely getting things for no reason. No, we are not that special, right? So you're being given this gift from water spirits. Now, as a human being, what will give you your gifts, right? You get excited, you've got gifts from Abalozi. But what do Abalozi want from me? That's the question we ask ourselves. What do Abalozi want from me? That means even though I'm getting these gifts, I can do things, tricks with others. But what can I do to help Nzunza? Yes, Nzunza is giving me all these gifts, Abalozi. What do they want from me? Nzunza, yes, Nzunza is giving me all these gifts, beautiful ones. What can I do? So what does it want from me? I mean, I'm not that special, am I? So what can I do to help Nzunza? Now, every spirit comes with its own things, like things that we need to follow related to it and what it wants us to do to represent it. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Thank you, Gogo, for an explanation. Mfana Futi Ewela, Susan Lesedi, TBM Mouse Charm. As we hanya TBM, as we hanya. Like button hit. Yes. Don't forget to click those like buttons, guys. TBM is always helping me with this in this part because I do forget. But you need to click like buttons, guys. It helps. You can see there are like about 23 people there, and I can only see 12 likes. What is happening with you? Anyway. Remember that as human beings, as people, we're supposed to be encouraging each other. If there's something there you like, I've said, encouragement is good. If there's something you don't think I've said it in the right way, you're actually supposed to let me know, because that's how you build me. If there's something you disagree with, you let me know you disagree with this based on this. You're not going to just be there disagreeing for no reason. You need to explain it so that we build each other. That's how we build each other. That's how we learn as well. Okay. Motlasi, I dream watching soccer team wearing maroon jersey t-shirts. Okay, that's interesting. Then one player said I must bring him Ethiopia maroon jet. Ethiopia maroon jet. Okay, what is the Ethiopia maroon jet? Where was I, Motlas? Okay. Fast forward, I came out of the house wearing maroon jet on my shoulder. What is the meaning of this dream? Okay, so you what is the difference between the Ethiopian maroon jetty and the one you were wearing? What was the difference between the one you were wearing and the one the other player wanted you to bring? And this player, was it the player in your team or was the opposite player? Please let us know, because I don't get this. Excuse me. It keeps on reconnecting, guys. Still with you? Am I still with you there? Okay, looks like it has stopped. Am I still with you guys? Because it looks like it has stopped. It keeps on reconnecting on my part, my side. This is going on. Guys, am I talking there on your videos? Am I still there? I guess I'm still here, isn't it? I'm still here. All right. I was talking to Norma. Okay. Mutlasi, please explain your dream properly, right? So I understand it more. Okay. It looks like now it's becoming, it is reconnecting a lot. So guys, guys, am I still live there? Am I still there with you guys? Oh, okay, thank you. Because I'm using this phone, it doesn't. I'm using this one to one internet, right? So it's a bit of a struggle because this one is delayed. Okay, let me see who was I talking to. Okay, Lynn, do you understand? Okay, they asked me what time of spirit or what type of spirit I'm carrying. I told them it is mermaid spirit. Okay, that's interesting. Remember Mandawe spirits, they come as mermaid. Actually, I've seen the mermaid now in my dream. The Mandawe mermaid. It was just a person, guys, with a fish tail in the swimming pool with someone else, swimming with another person. It was not something special, guys. It was special. I should not say any other way. It was special. But I was happy to see a mermaid in my dream for the first time. And then, like, because I kept on thinking, these mermaids people are talking about, why are they saying these things? But I was shown a mermaid. Anyway, and she was Indian as well. And when I'm saying Indian, she was Indian. Half body Indian up there, down there, fish. Anyway, guys, I need to be able to use this one. That one is making me do the things I don't want to do, isn't it? I'm gonna be spread doing my answer. Okay. All right. Where was I? I was with Norma. Was wearing. Oh, did I miss someone? Okay. Yeah, I missed someone. No. Okay. Norma, about a calculator. Norma, explain your calculator properly, please. All right. Okay. Norma is repeating. Tobela pretty. Rogona pretty Rogona. All right. No, I was at high school where I went and was wearing red heels buying a dress for some ceremony. And I ended up buying school uniform for my kids and calculator for my elder daughter. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Remember a calculator. What do you think you use a calculator for? Maths, accounting, with science as well. That's the only thing I can think of using a calculator, right? So it's one of those things. They're going to be learning about things like that using a calculator, right? Now, when it comes to ancestors and children in our dreams, ancestors sometimes they use our children. Our children, me as I am, sometimes my ancestors will use my son, sometimes they will use my daughter. Meaning that they will be showing me, maybe if I have known that I've got new spirits now, now they are my son's age, they borrow my son's image. They use my son to show that now it is my son. Finish reconnecting. This reconnection is too much. The reconnection is too much, guys. It's making me if I'm still on or not. Because what happens with reconnection is that you to cut our videos. Anyway, because of reconnection, the network problem. Anyway, I'm too far from, I guess, everything. So that's why the connection is bad, really, really bad. How long have I been with you for? 46 minutes. Maybe I need to go close to home because this connection is totally bad. Because it's bad. Yes, it's bad connection. I was talking about children in our dreams, but remember that sometimes it's not necessarily like sometimes something is with your children, then they'll use them in the dream. But now we need to understand why they will use the children. You planning everything for your children to go to school. Remember that sometimes it has happened in real life that you have to plan those things. You need to take the children to school. You need to buy them things that you need in real life. Okay. So you guys can enjoy the view. We're walking back. So it could be like a vlog for you guys. So you see I'm walking that way and you're walking with me. So because I tried it outside, it didn't work. So I walked back. And remember, this is what they call it. Okay, what they call this thing? Right. Opening the gate for you. So we are vlogging, right? So we're vlogging and hoping so I can answer your questions. So, because I have not. This thing is let me down today. All right. So we're walking back. If it hasn't gone off, meaning that it hasn't cut, so you guys can enjoy the view. Well, if there's any, is the road path, and so maybe if we go near home, I can just use Wi-Fi because it's messy. So you see, we're doing live and vlogging as well. We're vlogging as we go on. Because you guys are tired of just listening to me talk, right? But anyway, you can now enjoy walking with me. And I think when I find the shade, we'll do the video. In the meantime, while I'm still doing this, please guys, make sure that your dreams, they are explained in the right way for me to understand. And remember that in most of your dreams, all of your dreams anyway, all of our dreams, your ancestors, they'll be talking to you, the way you're thinking about things in the dream, they're bringing that to your awareness. So when you have that, and you're sharing, because these dreams you're sharing, they are like things are happening with you guys, and your ancestors are taking it to the dream state and trying to explain things to you by using what you understand. So when you're explaining these things to someone, you need to make it, look at the water guys, beautiful, isn't it? This water is going to that place that I like sitting near. So it's going from all the way from the mountain up there, going this way. So if you have Mandawe spirits, they show you these things, right? So anyway, so we're almost home, and I can talk to you nicely. And if you're still there, right? But I'm not going to show you the home, right? I have to mind manners. So that's why I'm turning the camera here, because I'm home already. So you guys can just see me walking on the road, right? This is the path. I'll do it like that. So, right? And then I can talk to you about your dreams when we get there. Because I was let down by internet. So I'll try and use the internet at home. hopefully we'll talk nicely to each other. All right, now we can look down so you don't see things you don't need to see. And here we are. And my kiddos are in there. So now we can talk properly, right? I'll put the thing on. Can you unlock the door for me? That's my daughter, Zara. Thank you. Guys, I'm doing a live session. I'm on live session now. Do you mind going to the other room?
This one's got a best lighting.
Yes, that's why I'm going to be using it.
I'm not going to be making any noise.
But Jill is making noise already.
Okay, fine. Dang it, mother!
Please, I'm just finishing. You can use the internet now. Yeah. So that you don't disturb me.
My time already finished.
You can use it again.
Okay, I guess.
So that I don't have to.
Thanks, Mother. Thanks, Mother. I guess. Bye.
You guys, there we go.
Mother, I'm confused.
Close the door. You're confused because you know you're not supposed to use the internet. All right, let me take my boots off. And we can talk nicely with each other. Gosh, that was horrible, wasn't it? To open the windows. It's too hot here. That's okay. See me stripping now. This is hot. Okay. All right. It's hot there. Let's see if I can use this bit. It's messy, but we'll do this. All right. Let's see you guys. Woo. Ah, that was hot. Let's push this that side. So this place looks clean. All right, let's talk now to each other like grown-ups. Like grown-ups. Because I was disappointed outside. Okay. And thank you for waiting around and hanging around with me. And so I can do my work and make my ancestors proud. My ancestors spirits and guides. I don't want to see glasses, right? Two glasses there. And phones. I've got children, guys, so it's messy. Anyway, all right, where was I? I was talking about I want to know more about these Njeti t-shirts. Okay. All right. I'm still there with you guys. You're still there, right? Because I can see there are 12 people there. You're still here with me, right? Am I still functioning as I'm supposed to function? Oh, good. I'm still alive. All right. Yes, I know I was going live. I wanted to walk with you guys. That's what my intentions was. I always love that. I always love seeing people walking, right? And I'm like, I wish I would love to do something like that. I love to do. Guys, those kind of things, that's what I love. When people are walking and you can see the place and stuff like that. I'll one day will love when I'm driving to my favorite spots, especially for the water, to drive with you. But what worries me is that I'm thinking, gosh, this live session, that is when you see things that you're not supposed to be seeing. Like I'll be driving there. What if something, maybe it's just me. Anyway, I think like that sometimes. I overthink. Anyway, let's see, where was I? Okay. Lindy, oh, I understand now. It was okay. They asked me what kind of spirit or time of spirit I'm carrying. I told them it is Meme spirit. Okay. All right. We're talking about Meme spirit. No, I was at high school where I went and I was wearing red heels buying a dress. Did I miss someone? Okay. Calculate. I've seen it twice already. I'm confused. Okay. I was at high school where I went and I was wearing red heels buying a dress for some ceremony. Okay. And I ended up buying school uniform for my kids and a calculator for my elder daughter. Okay. Okay. The other one, I was in primary, and a teacher told us to go play outside. After that, my bag had a calculator. I lost it. Okay. And started accusing other kids of stealing it. And some guy took out a gun and started. Okay. All right. Explain it more, Norma. You are wearing red shoes. You're going out there to buy something for your ceremony. But then you ended up, the dream, in that dream, you ended up, according to what you're saying, you ended up doing what? Buying school uniform. But when you were going there, you were buying a dress. You bought it already. Okay, then I end up buying school uniform for my kids and a calculator for my elder daughter. Okay. All right. They asked me, okay, I'm repeating myself. Okay, Norma, continue with your dream so we hear it properly. All right. Beth, I dreamt walking with my late uncle who was streetwise in the streets of Pretoria town. It was raining, but for some reason I didn't mind getting wet. I was worried of getting mugged, but he kept on assuring me that nothing is going to happen. And yes, indeed, nothing happened. That's beautiful dream. That's beautiful dream. No, who's that? Beth, if you know in your spiritual path, because most of the time when we see our people introducing themselves, like with the rain, with the water, with stuff like that, sometimes they will be showing us as well the kind of, like you do have, that these spirits in this part of the family, your partner side or your maternal side, you've got this spirit. Let's say in your mother's side, maternal side, that they've got their Bahalaga, or they've got Ndau's ancestors, right? Or the Ndau spirits, the Kalanga, they've got the Bakalanga people in them. So they will show you working with that particular person from that family. And then the water spirits introducing themselves in that way. It just shows that spirit is coming from that bit of the family. Sometimes they happen like that, but I don't know with this one. But with this one, your uncle as well was showing you that you should not be worried about whatever that is happening there. He will be there with you, helping you along the process. You understand? But the most thing that comes to me is the rain. The rain, and you are not worried about the rain, but you're worried about being mugged. Meaning that you're not worried about getting wet. But if I was spiritually thinking about it, is that you are not worried about the spirits that is coming with the rain, right? But then you're worried about other people doing other things too. Okay. Okay. All right. So guys, it's 1 hour, right? 1 hour. Finally, I got on your live session, Subaya. Okay. Guys, how come this one is not showing anything? Anything? This one has stopped. This one is the one that is continue. This one is continue, but this has stopped. Let's see if I can redo it again so I can read the messages properly here. Oh, we're back. Good, because I was reading here. It ends up with yes, go. Okay. All right. Letty was saying yes, go. Why? Okay. Geneva. Okay. Genevera. Okay. All right. You are saying yes, go. I guess it's the live session bit, right? Sumaya Lisedi, and thank you for being able to be with us. Today just like on and off. So this video, when it is what they call it, when they're processing it, they might cut it because YouTube does that, isn't it? They cut a lot of this. The vlog bit, they'll cut it. You might see other things being done and other things like I might be, I don't know. Let's hope it's gonna be done nicely. TBM, thoroughly enjoyed the vlog. Ooh, I'm glad because I really want to get into the vlog, guys. I'm tired of sitting down all the time. I want to be walking around out there and actually even vlogging in the rain, guys. I'm a water spirit person. I should be vlogging in the rain if I had something to protect my phone. Norma, he started firing gun, and this voice that I always hear in my dreams said, I must climb a tree. So he doesn't climb a tree, so he doesn't get me. He ended up giving up because he failed to climb that. Then I woke up. Let's go back to Norma. You are in a place of learning. You're there learning and you're playing outside. You lose something. You accuse other kids of stealing it. And someone started shooting. And who is this person? Who is this person in your school? Is this person familiar to you, or is it unfamiliar to you? I mean, it is. We don't want to be at school and we get things like that, isn't it? School is supposed to be a place where, when we're taking our children, or even when we're going to school, we feel safe, right? Even when you're playing outside. But if someone comes in, walks to school yards with a gun, and end up doing things like this, why? Why? I don't understand your dream, Noma. I don't get it. I don't get it. There are so many things happening in it. Let me just go back properly to it. Okay. I was at high school where I went. Okay. And this dress, you're buying it for celebration. What were you going to be celebrating? Right? What were you going to be celebrating? The ceremony. What was this ceremony all about? I was at high school where I went, and I was wearing red heels, buying a dress in high school for some ceremony. You're wearing red heels, you're buying a dress for ceremony at school, high school. And I ended up buying school uniform for my kids and a calculator for my elder daughter. But then this calculator, remember that in our dreams, right? Even our children, even us, we change. You see your child, you see your cousin, then you see Gogo, you see Nkulu. He's no longer a child. He's no longer what you see in familiar face. Like, look at my child. Your child tends to be this, or he's no longer the Gogo you're looking at. The Gogo tends to be the child. You understand? In the dream, these things can happen. But for us to understand what your ancestors and spirits were trying to do with this particular dream that they showed it to you, we need to understand the dream properly, how it ran. Now, let me just put it this way, Norma, like just take it as you're explaining it to me, because I don't know what you're thinking and what you're doing. I'm just as pure as I come. I don't have any help from ancestors. You're talking to me as someone, a friend, right? A healer friend of yours. and you're telling me that you were wearing heels, red heels. You walk into a high school that you went to. Okay, you went to in the dream or in real life? That is the question I'll be asking myself. But why are you wearing red heels in high school? Okay, maybe we wear them because obviously you buy a dress, you're going to be wearing that dress for ceremony, like you're explaining this dream. Okay, then the ceremony, I do not know what is happening with the ceremony and stuff like that. You end up buying a calculator, which comes a lot in your dream. This calculator, you're buying it for your children, right? I do not know in that dream because most of the time we will know even when you're buying things like that. Even when we're buying books, you know I'm buying this book because we're going to be writing this in it. Like I was telling you that my dream, I know I'm going to school, I'm going to be doing maths, English, and geography. Even when you're buying anything to do with school-related things in the dream, they will bring that memory, that they'll bring something. There will be a flash of something that you are in that school, you're going to be learning about this. If they're not showing you that you're going to be learning about this, then they are showing you about yourself, that they're going to be correcting you this bit about yourself. Now it is personal. There's something about you that is not right. So they have to take you to school to correct it, right? It is nothing to do with your ancestors, spirits, and guides. It is to do with how you are as a person. But for you to be able to observe yourself properly, the school setting, it is where you're going to be learning. Because while you're there, you will see what you're doing that is right and what you're doing that is wrong related to being in a particular school, say in the school setting, right? Now, you have a calculator that you see a lot in your dream, and you were buying it the other day. So obviously you bought it for your children, but now it is you who's using it. Who's using it? It's not the children you're buying it for. It is you using it. You are in that school. You lose it. How you lost it as well, it will show you. It will show even the ancestors. The reason why the first time you saw the calculator, something, they have to use that calculator because it is is symbolic for you. For me, there's nothing symbolic for me if I see a calculator. Unless if it is related to, there's a memory from me growing up to this stage that a calculator was involved. Do you understand? There's a memory that a calculator was involved. So they'll use it in my dream. So if they're using it in your dream, you have to take yourself back to you from your childhood up to now. What did the calculator symbolize for you? And what can you remember? What can you remember with the calculator in the school? The time that you had a calculator and stuff, you remember from that. Then we'll take that your ancestors, remember that these kind of dreams, they are healing dreams. So for you to be healed, they have to bring out something from your memory because that will trigger something in you. It will trigger something. You know, at this particular time, during the time when I was at school, remember that now you are at school, you were in a spiritual school, but during the time when I was at physical school, something around the calculator like this, something happened with related to the calculator. Now, what is it that my people want me to remember and to become aware of, so that I can heal that bit that is related to me and the association with the calculator? Because if it is used a lot, there must be association. There must be a memory that comes out when you're thinking about the calculator. It is not something that they're just bringing it because you remember that you calculate things to get the right answers, right? You use something automatic. But it is the memory. Remember something. You need to remember something. Because when they're bringing things like that arises something, some kind of emotion, they have to use objects. This object will remind you of this. This object will remind you of this. You see me, the use maths. I was very good with maths when I was growing up. But during the final exams in matric, I was doing matric, right? During the matric, I didn't get the right answers that I got. So my ancestors, they will keep on inserting maths because as well as they want to teach me something, they have to bring that thing because it brings, until I hear that bit, because I feel like how do I say it? I feel like I was I didn't get the marks that thing still hurt me. You understand? It still hurt me when I think about it, that I should have done better than I should have what I've done in the last year. So they'll bring it. Not only are they teaching me something about what is coming with the spirits, but they're bringing that bit. It is a reminder, because when they're bringing that out, because I'm going to want to make sure that I do well in this, because I want to what they call it, compensate for the wrongs. So even this calculator number, if you think about it properly, it will bring something. Okay. All right. Now I must climb a tree. Okay, the voice said I must climb a tree. You're running away and you must climb a tree. Okay. You end up giving up and you fail to climb the Nawuga. Okay. All right. Normal. Not familiar face, Gogo. He wasn't even wearing a uniform. Okay. Honestly, I'm also confused, Gogo, but by it. But I kind of get your explanation, Gogo. Knowing my situation right now, it makes sense. Thank you. Okay. All right. That is good. But I still feel like I haven't gone into it properly, because this kind of dreams, and as well when we are running away, there's something we're dealing with. Running away in dreams, guys, whether you're running away from people and you're held by ancestors, running away is a sign for something. Running away is a sign for something. And when you cannot defend yourself, you take yourself from this particular place, you're running from the situation that is dangerous, and having to find yourself somewhere else where that thing disappears. But we need, if I was you, Norma, I need, if you don't understand this dream, you need to ask your people, who is this person who wanted to hurt me? Who is this person who wanted to hurt me? So that they can bring the dream to you properly, so you understand it, because you're there at school in a place of learning. You're there, they've taken you there. So they need to make you understand why in the place of learning, where you're supposed to be happy and be enjoying with others, you're losing this calculator, and you have to ask them, what does this calculator mean? Why is it a calculator all the time, right? What is it about the calculator? So they can explain it to you properly, so they know that you don't understand it, and they keep on bringing it. It means that they'll keep on bringing something that they think you're not getting it, right? That is like when you talk about dream repeat, a repetition of something until you get it. So they will bring it in different ways. It will feature in different ways, right? Because you don't understand it. So you need to first ask them, what does this calculator mean for me in this dream, right? And then who is this person who was trying to harm me? Because this is related to situation in real life, right? Because obviously the situation is like this. So suppose you lose things that you're not supposed to lose. You accuse others, right? Because maybe you were not holding these things properly. You didn't protect, you didn't remember that the moment that you can tell that you're accusing people because obviously they stole it, or you're accusing people because you didn't carry it, you didn't put it where you're supposed to put it, but because you can't look at yourself and blame yourself, you blame others. So you need to ask them to explain it to you properly, right? Why these things are happening. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Nomandla. Excuse me. Ndawe Nomandla. Can you please explain what is the meaning of seeing numbers like this, 4433, everywhere, every time when I walk at what? Walk at what? What is that yellow sign? I can't see it properly. Is it walk at what? What is that sign, guys? Some emojis, some of us, we don't understand them. I see patterns number on my clock. Nomandla, I was dreaming, I felt on the hole, this hole was burning in half body, was inside upper body. Yeah? Okay, let's just go back to numbers. Synchronicities. Numbers sometimes they keep on appearing. Remember that everyone has got a different path that they will be going to. For me, when I was seeing that, obviously I understand my path. I was on this self journey. My ancestors, they've got me in different ways, right? So those ones, they kept on repeating, especially when I was doubting myself, and I was doubting what I was seeing, or I was doubting particular things. Then they'll bring this thing to make me, to reassure me that I'm on the right path. You understand? So they'll keep on giving you, sometimes you'll see this number and this number, you understand that it is related to what is worrying you at that particular time. Sometimes you see this and you see that, because remember, if you are on this spiritual path, sometimes you do have doubts. But when they bring in this, they bring them at that particular time when there is this thing that is worrying you about what it is that you, where you are going on this path, right? Spiritual. So they will show you those things. But sometimes these repetitive numbers as well, like I'm saying, everyone's journey is different, right? Different. A lot of us who went through this other particular way when we went into this, when I'm saying this other, remember, some people, they get sick, some people, they go through the love beat, right? So they'll get this kind of numbers, they'll be repetitive, but as well, they are just not repetitive for that. It is like at that particular time, you'll know that it is like this, you're on this path, you're on the right path, considering what it is that you're asking your ancestors. They show you this. Sometimes you see number plates with particular numbers that your ancestors, they know. When you look at them, it reminds you of what it is that you're worried about and where you are going as well, and with the question you've been asking them. So they show you something. Sometimes not only numbers, synchronicities can come in different ways. Sometimes you even see names on things where you're not supposed to see names, because they are reminders. They're reminding you of where you are on the right path, or if you have changed a path, or you're supposed to put the computer there, please. Can I have that pillow? Thank you. Thanks. You can go for a walk, Jimbos. So things like that. That is the numbering, right? So they come in different ways for different people. Okay. But I don't know. I woke up I don't know what that yellow thing is. Yes, the patterns, they are normal. But when you start seeing people, right? When you start seeing people come with numbers. When you start as a healer, people have numbers. We are called angels, right? Healers, even on training, they've got numbers. Their healer number this, healer number that. So when they say someone is coming to you, they will tell you that is healer number this and that. If there are two people coming to you at the same time, they say angel number this and angel number that. Sometimes you'll find that these angels, the numbers, they are almost in. Okay, let me just not go there. I'll leave it there because I'm going outside. Anyway, Emma Kozinigo. Okay, I was dreaming. I felt. Guys, we've got 6 more minutes, isn't it? Then we are done, isn't it? I was dreaming. I felt on a hole. I fell on a hole. This hole was burning. Half body was inside. Upper body was out. I was drowning, but not scared. I was just alerting people not to come side. And then what happened? What happened with your dream? And then what happened? Half body burning. Can't be right. So, and then what happened in that dream? I'm talking to Numandra. Guys, remember, we've got 6 more minutes and 5 more minutes now. So I can have my tea, or coffee. Yeah, so I can do that. I thought I had water somewhere. And that walking up and down thing and the network going crazy, it's messed my brain. Anyway, okay. Now, before I go, remember, guys, with every dream or everything, guys, this is real life, guys. It is real life. It is happening even with our ancestors, spirits of God. Whoever ancestors is looking after you, and whoever spirit that is looking after you, it is very simple, guys. It's very simple. I mean, I can tell you, it is simple. It's just that sometimes we don't believe it is. It is simple, especially when it comes to dream. When it comes to dream, if you have a dream today, right? You have a dream, they show you something, you do not understand it, because even ancestors, they can tell that you're confused. They've given you a dream, you're reflecting now, you're even more confused than what they were trying to make you not to be confused, right? So you go back to them as confused as after you've just reflected, right? You go back to them. My people, the dream you've shown me, I do not understand it. I do not understand it. I do not understand it. There's no point. There's no point you continue. This is ancestor spirits and guides, guys. We need to talk to them the same way as you talk to someone when you don't understand them. I do not understand this dream you were giving me. Make me understand it. You understand? Make me understand it. Yes, remember you need to talk to them about, don't go too far. You know, a lot of people make this mistake in this spiritual path. That's why you see things are not going forward. You go too far ahead. You talk to ancestors about things that they are not there. You understand? When ancestors are healing you, yes, they'll bring them back. But now we're talking to ancestors. We're talking about our day to day, right? You don't know if ancestors have brought something from way back. Now, you tell ancestors that today, what I did this, I did that. You know what is right, what is wrong. I believe what I did today was right, or I believe what I did today was wrong. I could have done it this way, or it was right. But the dream you showed me tonight, the dream, because you don't know whether it is a dream related to them trying to heal you, or is a dream related to what has happened to you today. What has happened today, ancestors, I do not understand why you actually show me a dream like this, because what you were showing me there, it doesn't make sense with what has been happening to me today. Because remember, you want to keep up to date with ancestors. You do not want to go we go way back when we are healing, when ancestors are healing us. That's when we go way back. When I'm saying way back, I mean that childhood memories are being brought to us to deal with them. Or things that they're going to be disturbing our mind, our brains and stuff like that. They need to bring them back. But talk to them about what has happened to you that day. Try to talk to them and correspond that dream. The dream with what has happened to you during the day. These things, they don't correspond, ancestors. What does it even mean? You understand? Now, but if you are at school, remember that if they've taken you to school, it depends if they've taken you to school because you've got new spirits, or they have taken you to school because you've got, there's something that they need to correct about you, right? If they've taken you to school for new spirits, for you to learn how to deal with these new spirits, meaning that the correction will be based on what they've been observing you so far. These new spirits now, they've been observing you as well before they came to make their presence known. But they think you're lacking here, or maybe they need to add more information to you. But for them to add it to you or to correct you or to update something about you, they need to take you in a place of learning, and they will show you that this is where you are, where you stand at this stage. So this is how we're going to be starting, right? We will start you in this way. So you know you're at school, and even at school you can see this has nothing to do with what? It's nothing to do with what you've asked ancestors. Ancestors, look into this for me. I want to buy a car. I want money. Ancestors, they haven't taken you to school because you asked them for them to give you money to buy a car, right? You can tell that this is, the ancestors have taken you to school because they want you to correct this bit about you, not the car, not related to the car, but you as a healer, because you've got new spirits. The car will deal with it afterwards. You can tell, right? With our dreams. It's as simple as that. Okay, I'm saying it's as simple as that. But remember that we just need to talk to our ancestors. There's no one else who can talk to ancestors better than us. We, the people who, the ancestors, are dreaming with us. Remember that? I say this all the time. In those dreams, ancestors, they've created them for you. Ancestors have created the dream for you so that you can look at the things that they want you to look at, so that they can bring things to your awareness, right? Don't ever think you're dreaming, you're seeing yourself in the army, and you think there's something about you and stuff like that. Ancestors have created, they've taken you, they've actually got the setting, meaning that in the army setting, because there you're going to be training to become like what? The strong like an army. Now, they've taken you to school. Now you're going to be learning like a school, okay, a school child. Okay, when I'm saying a school child, right? It's because in my dream about going to primary school, because I'm in primary school at the moment, right? And there's no laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. I'm in primary school. So they showed me even the shoes, because the shoes related to primary school is those like black children's school that people wear, and I'm grown up. So they were showing me those shoes, but the children were the one that look like the children's school shoes, right? The black ones, the one that you polish them. They show me wearing them. Remember, I do not see my face, I do not see anything, but they show me to make sure that the message is clear. I'm even wearing the school uniform, the school shoes. That means up there, I'm definitely wearing school uniform, because my relation with high school, my memory with primary school is that you wear school clothes, you wear school shoes as well, right? But they have to show me to get it that you're in year 5, class C, meaning that there are about 3 classes, but I'm in class C. That has to be brought to my attention, and they show me. Jonathan, the reason why I'm saying this, I want you to understand that certain things you see yourself, you see you're in the school, you just see the shoe. You don't understand why are they making you look at the shoes, but you don't see yourself, you don't see what you're wearing. But the shoe is important, because as I start showing you, you're back to school, my child. You even wear those schools, what they call them, the school shoes that the children wear. The one they were even showing me. I was looking at those shoes and I was thinking, because obviously the way I got to school, I was in an aeroplane. I landed in that primary school. I flew to that primary school, but there's a reason with that, because obviously there's so many things. I'm not sharing a lot, but I just want to share about the shoe, right? I flew in that primary school, and they showed me the shoes. And now I'm worried that I'm coming out of this flight in this aeroplane. Obviously, it's a private jet, isn't it? And I'm looking at other children there. They're looking at me, because obviously in primary school, you're landing in an airplane. Come on, guys. I walk to school. But I'm landing in an airplane. I look down there and I'm looking at my shoes. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, are these shoes, even the way they look like they're big. But the ancestors they show, they're not really big, my child. They fit you, because when I look at properly, my right size, I can see my foot is big, meaning that I'm the age that I'm in now and going to primary school. And as well, there was something as well they were showing me there about the way I'm thinking about things, because I was worried about the shoe not fitting me, arriving in an aeroplane, in this jet, right? Other children, now I'm coming out of a jet and I'm gonna wear shoes that are bigger. My ancestors, they say, we got you covered, my child, the right size. But what I'm bringing there is that everything, they bring a little bit of things, for something. Now, the thing that I took out was the shoe, primary school shoes. I picked out was that class C, year 5. That means there are about 3 classes. I'm in class C. Now, the reason why for that class C, they made me think about it a lot, because I was asking others if they know where class C is, because there are other classes. Year 5 has got many A, B, C, right? So my one, I want to make sure that I'm going to the right one, class C. Anyway, I was just bringing that. So anyway, guys, you need to remember, you need to talk to your ancestors. This is how we make the communication with our ancestors very good, right? Very good, as in good. We don't get lost. Anyway, that is just that. I think we've done, right? 1 hour, 34 minutes. That is it. And khanyang.